debts. If you can't fix the economy, leave and stop shifting blame. Hey, NDC, from Francois or Asukwa. Police students are at home because of POTAG is on strike. Everything is going out of hand. Statutory payments are not being paid. Meanwhile, government keeps buying. And this government promised a better Ghana agenda. They promised to take good care of us. That is why we voted for them. Businesses are collapsing. Education is collapsing. And this one also gets through. Good morning, Omahini. Today is Rita Ajay Sewa's birthday. She's a year old from her mother, Lance Couple, Educhumwa Irene. And also, good morning. I want to thank God for blessing me beyond imagination. Prophet, God will bless you and the entire family. Sarah from Elibo, Nodiaba. I'm using this medium to appeal to all NDC delegates of Adansia Soka constituency to vote for Mr. S.A. Afuakwa as constituency chairman from Malik Anadeweyaba. And Nana, thank you very much for last week. I tried several times calling you yesterday, but was not successful. Sorry. Please, can we talk today on the visit to the alleged witches camp in Northern Region? My regards to my and your producer, Esther Boatin, actually, Ghana. Esther, yeah, thank you very much. And from Holy Pope, Kukum, oh my, good morning. Should patients always die because of bad road? I mean the road from Gosu to Tepa is claiming too many lives. Oh, Collins, Dauda, and Eric Opoku work for your constituency. And then this one says, my son, who is a pupil of Jack and Jill School, Kelly Dugwe, will be 7 years on Monday. I wish him happy birthday in advance. So, Kelly, happy birthday in advance. Good morning, Nanaya. I like you too much. From King Carlo, Ashrewa Bontefu, Badwam presenters, no size, thanks to Nanaya. And Ghana needs a national agenda to be the KPI for governance and not political ideology and manifestos. And this one says, NDC all the way. Greetings to Mr. Robert, incoming NDC constituency chairman and Kranza South by Kwesi Iwon Kranza. And good morning, Omahini and Nanaya. May the good Lord keep giving you more strength and health to keep doing the good work you are doing. In fact, the lies and deceit in the state of the economy is too bad. The so-called politicians are Muslims, Christians, and both the Bible and the Quran is against lies. So where is their faith in the religions? Fire burn them all. You see, if they do, we have a good morning. Presenters, Ghanaians are doing well for demo upon demo because it seems we have no leader in this country. Augustine K. Adoma in Swatre, Bronga Hafo, and Adeba. Where is your former boy, Kaba? It's on the Kusi on Asempa 94.7, Monday to Friday, 2 to 6:30 p.m. And this one says, where is government getting money to supply fertilizers to cocoa farmers when the government is not able to increase cocoa price and our cocoa is being smuggled out? Another bad policy. I always enjoy your program. God bless you all. And I need Nanaya's number from Wasasu or Kumasi Ana Ode Abab. So that's a text message, the 1760 for text message brain. Now Yenji Bre Enkasa 1760. My main counsel say because so that lucky heba for say one other room if you enjoy a copy me fiada one day sa HFA. Nana Joa, let's go watching series of demonstrations and strikes in Ghana. Yaba, I introduce my guest and then Naya Twaso. So Nana Yanko.
feminine now. If you mind here, the question said, "Quani yet." And I did the second time. Yes, I demonstration. First time, no. MP Nanga say TMP, no. No, Quani yet. I didn't forget any money who ya. America just said, "Quani, you know, Shana Yaquano will be." How's that now? No, Ufuka, Ubadufia, Udope, Usisi in Iowa. Instead of I do once in, I do once in 50 pesos. It's a man to me, yes, you got to number of Coma, nobody. It told me that about going to me talk. What the camp Quana Balansa? No, you must. It's here to me, kind of sometimes I don't. On the way, I found an eye.
And never in agents and more. What are they crying? And I were market and kitchen so the kind of co school. So say, Quani, yes, no, Qualan to me, so say, can you now be a so on Yajuma? It's in Qualanket and Kitchen. Or Monante, a form now with the Nako. So the question is all child over school and son of one Yaquia Baba Yajuma. It's yes, Ramo, and Pinaya to Abaman Yahiano. Say, Ombra no Mama Yaquia no Maya. And yes, 2016, dear Yabassano. Or may Yaquia. Thank you
very much, medias. I think you have all seen it yourself. Looking at the condition of our road, very terrible. From Oduma, Isakina, Mahia, Afwaman to Obeye. If you go towards to Bokoboko area, you see it yourself. When the police people are coming, I ask myself, so are we part of Ghana? I ask myself, the demarcation of this country, are we part? Look at the condition, look at the people living here. Our school people are suffering. The last time the school bus, when they are coming, the school got finished. And I ask, should we have the people who represented us in the executive body? We have an MP who doesn't live in this area. We have an MP who lives at different place. What is going on? The last time that we vote for him, he told us going to take our consent to address it amicably. Look at what we are going through. You yourself, the media, you see it yourself. Where are we going? Our ladies are leaving us, our children are dying because of the condition of the road. They always use Okada, and the police people, when they see the Okada people, they arrest them because they don't have legal backing. What is going on? We are appealing to our president. This time, nobody can fool us anymore. I'm sorry to lose I'm not from my words, but we are tired about what is going on. Thank you very much.
Yes, we received a letter from the people, the residents of Manshia and Sakina, Oduma, and its environs, indicating that they have poor roads, big potholes on their roads, and all attempt for stakeholders to the MP, for instance, they mentioned the MP specifically, who was supposed to help them to address this. MP was not doing anything about it. And so for that matter, they wanted to demonstrate and that they will send their petition to the MCE of the area. So immediately, I dispatched them to my divisional commander to lead them to the MCE, so that at least the MCE should avail himself for the demonstration, if they want to. So we have stages, so that when you write to us, we use all these stages to prepare for the demonstration. So when they met the MC, they appear to be convinced with the explanation of the MC that, okay, today they were going to gather their groups for the MC to talk to them and explain to them the stage they have reached as far as their road network is concerned. And then what we normally do is that after speaking with the MC, if they are not convinced, then they come back to us. Then they will tell us, okay, we are not convinced with the explanation given by the MC, so now we want to go on a full demonstration. Based on that, then we prepare our men, and then we know where you are starting your demonstration, the estimated number of people who will take part in the event, and then where you want to send your presentation. And then we also inform the receiving end to be available to make sure that there shouldn't be any disappointment in the receipt of a petition. So that is the stage. Today's stage is not demonstration stage. It is a stage that they want to meet the MC, for MC to explain issues to them, for them to know that, oh yes, government has taken steps, they have reached this stage, and then because of the rains, because MC explained that, you don't normally do roads during the heavy rainy season. All the work you do will be, it will come to naught.
What can come, he comes. What can come. This is a government we are seeing have not planned well and keep coming up with ad hoc measures, for which reason every sector is suffering. Every sector has actually having problems and stories to tell. It is evident that the managers of the economy are running the economy haphazardly without any goals or well-thought plans in view. In the midst of all this, government has also gone ahead to keep imposing taxes on obnoxious taxes, how we could best describe it. Now, government is telling us that it has placed it on hold. We want the abolishment of it, not to put it on hold. We cannot continue to bear this. If this automatic adjustment formula should continue to run, it will get to a point we will not be able to survive in this country. We are asking government to tell us the true picture of that formula. That formula, Ghanaian workers are demanding. What are the parameters of that formula? What constitutes what? We are demanding that the subsidies that we as Ghanaians deserve, it must be placed to lower down the hardship on the average Ghanaian. We are asking the president and his cabinet to consider reducing the corporate tax. Employers have kept paying taxes upon taxes, and yet no relief to the business that they do. By these threats, we are being told 20 companies in Tema here are threatening to close down if by the close of October, the current trend remains the same. This will affect over 4,000 workers and their families. Owners of businesses have begun folding up, and this is a real threat to our survival as workers, for which reason we thought there is no any other opportune time than today. Mr. President, if you are sensitive and you care, take note and investigate what we are presenting to you.
We can't let our industry suffer. We can also be sacked from our workplaces. The reason is that if the employers can't pay the workers, what they do is that they will ask some of us to go home. If they can't pay, they will ask you to go home. And if you go home, what are you going to do?
The industries are collapsing. And if they let the workers out, and what are we going to eat with our parents or our families? So we are telling them that they should do something about it. We are very serious, and we are giving them the warning that they cannot be, it's just not just a post that will be sitting there and, be a president. By something that you must be very careful and thinking about the people living in the country, how, I don't know, how they will take us through. Some of us, we have our way out. It will not be easy at all.
As for us in Tema, we would continue to explain the things you have raised. I'm very sure we'll look at them. Those that require attention within Tema, we would be apt in giving attention to them. We would forward this to the presidency. He is a listening president, and you would very soon get a feedback on this.
They are private investors now. To build the other countries are doing it. Intimidate say and you buy that idea. Say this I did about now month for you. Because it's your car are buying edge 1 city, 2 cities on to now. I think a private investor not just says can I give any home for baby since they are buying Indian. The whole of last year, therefore, road fund. Once the club buying into your uncle road fund, how much is can they don't pay the money to the appropriate quarters. Until before say you to me to your 1 city per a 4x4 vehicle. Near to me to your 2 cities for trucks. Private investor, but not say it's 50 pesos difference. Not say obey to me to ya, Naganians bet to me to ya, near private roads are able to near you see. I think it's better than what we are seeing now.
But you know what? You know what? This is not idea. See, and then Ascendra. For 50 years, we've known that this is a major road, critically important. Everybody goes to here. Burkina Faso, Mali. So what has informed the previous governments and government after government not to build this road? I don't understand.
And I really about Nitina, from Accra to Kumasi. Now, baby now, what kind of one can you now politicization? That is what we are trying to avoid because we are from Nsawam to Accra to Nsawam, from Achimota to Ofanko, double road, main media in part the government, Beshas. If you have a Pega Junction, I could do Kumasi, I think Koko. Into this portion, yet to me, dream say, but the next 10-15 years, that's if you are crab as Kumasi, and I say drug carriage route. It's unfortunate, but
modalities in Ubabia. How far have you gone? Are you involving the private partnership, that PPP project? Are they also, or is only
not on this road? Government, any parliament, yes, our intention, documentation on it has been prepared. Parliament, but not to me. Can't see say Rudy, no, Rudy is still under government, Ministry of Roads and Transport.
Not you. You know we are not a city state. The charter that established this country establishes that as nation state. We act as if we are a city state. Everybody goes to Accra. Everything is in Accra. And I don't mind Accra being beautified. But we cannot leave 85% of our people who live in rural Ghana completely excluded from economic activities. And the only way we can bring poverty down is if we can connect disadvantaged people and their communities to economic opportunities. And the best way to do it is to connect them by highways. Everybody in the world has done that. This is 55 years late.
Okay, so the also Ghana no and area liturgic of Zimbabwe cancer. Then we honorable for Sua Samoa, Kede Adishia on Rashi Bejani, and then honorable Kwaba Viaboko.
Oh, me Adom.
Kede Boko.
Kede Boko, Bifia Kramiko.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Send all the police station women organizers working now. We are meeting them.
Okay.
And there was a training program for the agents, polling station, for the registration never starting. Until women organizers. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Bibia Boko, Akeska.
Akeska. Akeska. A crowdy and I say Akeska.
The crowdy Akeska.
That is the Karasan. As a Mupeja Mumu passing loans be break, come. I bet you Ghana, baby, I come Ghana.
I'm passing the same peace bottom.
But loans, the boy Gomoka, do one for development and as a
you see, one thing about Parliament passing laws, NSA, the first year passing in Chessel number, the government comes to seek approval, say, your person Kobo Bisanwi, scare person engineer, your person DNA. Inti na parliament a pension ama on kwan. Sometimes we may approve the loan kwan. Ebi anamba. Ebi be fiemiensa ennan enu ansa na ba.
Opposition for prayer no na say kan manage abaya.
Oh no. I mean your prayer na say. That's all confubon say komse kromu out mi. Anambwa.
Correct.
Ya ntinya de be kasa member. Ye bom pa say ebeba. Scan beba.
And Ebiano, the one who the echoes or mine, what description of a mine, anything, what's empty saying?
Oh, mine, dear, seriously, said we can say, or confuboni, and say, say, Krumo, yetimbi. It is our wish, say, Yamabi. Sometimes we call like Yakwe, Yamabzo. Now, honorable na. Papa said the NDC for your mining name, Tia between and fear nine, say there's nothing we can do. the big man say 2016 to a bua near Poma near to a badetium. But for now, what we can do is to pray for the president, his ministers of state, his appointees. Say at least America Krana between now and 2016. Nyamemwa no munya adwempa. Na mu fi mu man no. Na chrono. Oh, not really.
I agree with you, Papa. Which one for phone? No problem. 1760 now the text message no. Abeni ajibre akin kind the amount kama 1760 now ajibre na akin kind the amount. Enche the only educated fisherman say incoming Central Regional Chairman for the National Democratic Congress, Chairman Bakope, Chairman Alote Jacobs, ever betrasi na yato en komonso ono en ko the chairman amongst all chairmen on the neba the same hospital the same day and almost said you mawuda and the balance of fan pepe into the Alote ni Alote Jacobs sunni ni Alote anope yacha Alote machi bia boko
yaminado
party boko
ya temba
campaign boko
yaminado mozi yenyim.
But I'm sure it's a security man every blessed morning. Be you 3 months and over. We almost all the time.
Every Tuesday,
yeah. We all sharp.
Oh no, a big job special.
Central Region Boko.
Oh, Yaminadum.
Some of the issues that keeps coming up, Kotokraba keeps popping up. And who wants to say?
Oh, we'll see. I mean,
Amuguso.
There's bricks business going on there.
Okay.
We'll see. So, stadium almost about 60 to 65% complete.
I see. 60 to 65?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to my stance in here.
Okay.
She's a baby for VIP side.
Okay.
No washers.
Late Professor, our president, honestly, Krum Kwaine.
Mingins the way. Jam catch your down in their contact and on the Wayan in Yadwa because on Dumwa. My non query. Sir, Tiana Wintiana Kawa. I can't tell.
Okay.
But over there, MP no one. A big currency. Zambia on the Ministry of Roads and Highways. So I'm sure there. Okay.
Then it reminds me, Professor Mills, 2 years, 1 year, Ray. What do you miss about him? Especially in our body politic, you know, Diana or the Kaina or be jar towards here to us.
You said, say, stadium no 60%.
Yeah, 65%. Almost 65%.
Now, Musi Suhun Road here, 95% complete.
And it is
Suhun Twine, a we are 95% complete.
Suhun,
now, Brian, that 65 days, you are telling me you haven't done anything.
Oh, what shall I say? Cape Coast Sports Stadium, what shall I say about that? It's on shutdown.
What I'm saying that if you are saying, say,
no, me Zoom, I know Zoom, MPP before leaders be Zoom for 8 years. We do my Zoom road. No, MPP before 8 years, 8 years. Damn, we do Zoom road.
Leaders men are coming.
Leaders men.
Oh, now MPP leaders far
8 years into my year. What buy?
One year.
What buy? What
and say 1 year, but more get shy for it. I now what demonstration. All the work on Mosi.
What that was not the demonstration. It was an inspection of the roads.
Oh, an act of demonstration. I mean, you just want to highlight
what is
the issues of our roads in the Eastern region. And
yes,
I like them all. I like it.
Yes.
Because and that's number one. And it was good for them.
But what happened was not a demonstration.
Oh, it was an act of demonstration.
It was an inspection of the rules of the 11 paramounts.
You won't be that. Since our independence.
Won't be that.
No, let me see the way in the war. MPP abroad. MPP bear for 8 years now. More roads in the say I want you in Jordan and I'm mindful. What from what and what's your watch out. No one for road, you know.
Any Cape Stadium.
But we are
stadium like I can once a month. Go there, Kade. We are will be done to go there.
Oh, that be. But we are any man. Stadium. Oh yeah, President Kufuor no go promising Cape Coast for there. Where go talk about market. Now I'm on stadium. And then Professor Moss, ni thank you to 2009. No call on war reminding the previous government because government is a continuous process. And the previous government of promising the money, I was figure In the mayor, then I'm in. No, Professor Mose, I'm in mayor. I'm also.
Professor Mose, or cut sword for the construction of Suhum to Asamankes Road.
Okay, inspector.
No, he did a shortcut.
Oh, inspector today, and I know inspector.
But he did a shortcut.
In Jerusalem, Jordan, you're more trouble.
All right,
Professor Mose, or trouble.
Did you know he cut the sword for the construction of the Suhum Asaman Road? And said that it will bring him to
Professor Mose, you answer up a camera.
Nanjas and an animal inspection. I mean, there, Professor Mose. Oh, yeah, them Achimota. I don't know how the road, no project name for that road. It's a one Achimota.
Professor Mose, no, yeah.
No, Munka the Professor Mose.
Okay,
but Professor Mose,
when the man came to office, in a matter of
let's get to the late professor, what he left in terms of legacies for Ghana's democracy.
He left what we call tolerance. One of the major characteristics of Professor Mose. We need to tolerate each other. If you do democracy in its sense or in its definition of democracy, the young practice democracy according to the tenets of democracy. But anyway, I have a personal relationship with him. And I will not talk about governance, but I'll talk about how he loved the NDC, how he loved all those around him and people who worked for him. He never forgot anybody. Anymore, Oba constituency, he writes down the names of the executives. So Oba, ne Oba campaign no kwa, or Fred no Dasi, or win elections soon, or ma thank you letter to every constituency executive member, opinion leaders, chiefs are all born. That is Professor for you.
I see. Professor Mills, 2 years. What do you miss late?
Well, I miss him as a former president of Ghana. I miss him as a man of several unfulfilled promises. Because, like I just said, the man went to, you see, before, if you want to do something, to go and cut a sword.
A man of what?
Unfulfilled promises. He's a subversivenist. Eh?
Hey, we are lawyer.
Oh, yes. And I mean it.
He's a subversivenist.
We are lawyer.
Maybe you know the Ishmael Yamson committee not. After, you know,
the birthday niece.
That is that. And Article 71. Workers, those who come that the Commission of Human Rights, judges of the Superior Court, members of Parliament, the President is enjoined to set a committee to determine our conditions of service we win in Yama. Under Rawlings' time, we had the Green Street. And then Kufuor's time, we had the Chinwe Hesse. When this man came, without anything, also he's not going to implement that of Chinwe Hesse, he brought the Ishmael Yamson, and go and look at it. He did not implement the report of Ishmael Yamson. He just paid them. And what he did was subversive of the Constitution. It was Article 71 of the Constitution. Subversive. He didn't have that power to review what he thought he was doing. And we said government's money. He goes around, going around Ghana, cutting sword, projects. Tell me, the projects or cutting sword, or you will win in your mind now, which of them? Unfortunately, Nigeria will be where you can get some money.
Oh, Kodoka.
We only miss him as a president. Okay. But I mean, he's a man of unfulfilled promises.
And it is like the MPP MPs.
And that is what.
One more common fan now. What is what is so what pity.
No. And that
I'm telling you. No. For good 8 years. No. Even when their government was in power. About the potent why?
But what can I say? MPP
MPs.
No.
Kumasi shoe factory no.
I go.
Have they declared? Have they declared a profit or dividend for the government and ABB since it was established? Have they? For how long have they been? Then the president goes, for the first time, he's going to inspect that. He says, I'm going to give free shoes to a friend of the students in Ghana. School feeding program in Timichawonka. Most a friend of the, what do you call it? Free school uniforms. How many students had it? I feel Muslim Kochiche pad. Oko shoe factory, shoe namuya crowds were Kochiche. Can you imagine this?
The
man is always talking. He will talk. Blah, 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 blah.
The man will talk.
But you know what? It reminds me of... But no wonder, except President Kwame Nkrumah was you people who are suffering from a constipation of ideas and a diarrhea of words. You are suffering from a constipation of ideas.
What's the bomb?
And the diarrhea of words.
Okay.
Let's
get to the realities.
By any case, we'll get to the realities of it.
Okay. Specifically, the NAC of Ghana strikes everywhere, demonstrations everywhere. What's happening?
It has always been a norm.
No change.
Labour Front is
there's no change.
They will always protect their interests. You know, it's a union. And union is a cabal or a cartel to protect the interests of its members. I mean, today I'm getting an animal walk inspection here. I'm in a demonstration. It's to showcase to Ghanaians there. Yeah, bro. No question me. Yeah, bro. Nobody is exceptional. They be also much more the insuta ongu baku fodo. Ugu bia ne danuso. Insu 30 there. What danuso oye didi. Whether you are MPP, you are CPP. Whether you are PNC, Kubi, or you are Koko. More time. Now, sometimes some of these demonstrations Oma aban sit up kakra. Because for Labour Front, especially the unions, TUC has a name from inception of our independence. Nkrumah was instrumental in bringing the labor unions together. To fight and protect the interests of Ghanaian workers. And this is a walk or demonstration, and they feel the problem or the pain in them and in their pockets. But last week, I pleaded with the unions there. In the course of going on demonstration, we should be circumspect because the interests of Ghana first. And they have the right, because our laws give them the right to demonstrate, the right to speak out when there's something going wrong with them against their interests. Nemo, they should also recognize the NDC government under Professor Mills and then President Mahama. Mr. There, NDC Abang, Professor Mills and President John Mahama, Wabani. In the history of this country, Abembia and you are what triple jump workers, one salary than this government. And you also should appreciate.
You mean by 300%?
Mr. Triple jump.
Triple jump, okay, all right.
NDC Aban or triple jumpy. Or yeah, one salaries.
If it's 1 cedi and you're taking 4 cedis, sir.
No, triple is 3. So if you take 1, you take.
Oma, when you but I'm seeing that Oliver Twist is asking for more. Because Oyimpe de Senyina, most in Yami boy, we are not satisfied with whatever we have. Bibia Yebenyebia, we wish it will triple. But there is this comparative analysis that the workers are doing. Yes, salary, and removal of subsidies, automatic adjustment. It's affecting their standard of living. If Ghana has become an importing country rather than exporting to make money, Wama Yesidin are depreciate. The depreciation of the cedi is having a toll hardship on our people, including the workers. It has happened in Spain. Workers went on demonstration, governments appealed to them. It happened to Ireland, to Greece, and other European countries. It even happened to the most powerful nation on earth, or America. But measures are will take send workers onto the streets. But they have achieved it. They have all come out of recession. And they are gradually improving. Their GDP is growing. Their economic growth indicators are always shown on cable networks. It tells you that kwesi bonyina lankasa na o control your economy. Nala onye problem. But look how the people stood firm, looking at their country's interests. And they have been able to achieve it. People were running from Europe to Ghana because Ghanaians will go to Ghana. Now, there's also one problem we should take cognizance of. Only in there, this time it's like what government will do for you, what Ghana will do for you, not what you will do for Ghana. Has also put some major pressure on government. There, obi possible to fracture, nabu buenim, no go to order ho. Ewa. Ona na go to now insuru to ane we. Inwura odegu go tenu. Obi ano abaka cha abande. Aban tuntu na ba me area nje bikite mu go te ma njoyi. Ewa me je ya. People are doing things that are illegal. What yaja ofata, wo bumbrado. Ebinu mo ograba, ikrom, ebunde sikefutim, bronu bido, ebunde sikefuto, neso. When you go obey your water, no one your water, chi aban be your water. I look at some areas like East Legon. Me say East Legon newa. Say if the people there cry for social amenities like or infrastructure projects like drains, gutters, roads. Let me say, hey, and the people don't pay their property rates. So what are we doing? What is our contribution to the growth of modern Ghana? And say, strikes and demonstrations, it is the norm. It is the only thing that the Labour Front will adapt to make sure they abandon asset up.
Until the say no, you are not bothered about the magnitude, and as you are not bothered about the frequent occurrence of Adia Yakan. But it's just that normal thing.
No, it has happened. It has happened with previous governments. But thank God, we have all accepted democracy. Your democratic dispensation.
That chaotic?
Remember, your democratic dispensation. Whether it's chaotic, whether it's what, we have all accepted it. I've been there for power. Obeying 4 years. Sir, Osanu Kobiu, ne Amanfo, when you saw there, the Jumizia Wabayan or Fatah.
I'm sure some in cancer are buying you high bit.
But
maybe say
it is not chaotic.
A brave woman is it the ACCC? No, oh, definition is that we are in normal times because labor agitation is there. It is not only this government, but I'm asking the question that how different and at this trying moments, is it from that of Nkrumah, that of Buzia, that of Kufuor, that of Rollins. There's an admission that will be about these things, they do happen. What has changed? I said every blessed day.
The group of labor unions in here, Obiago demonstration.
Totally accepted.
Agreed. But when will it stop? It will stop when the worker is satisfied. He has a purchasing power. It will stop. And how would it stop? Here, Obi into Mayu Kumiyu. Okay. You see, if you will be dependent on donor funding, if you will be dependent on loans, they are labor agitation.
Okay, all right. Alote Jacobs, incoming Central Regional Chairman for the ruling National Democratic Congress, and Onosra Chairman. Major is also what they remember 1760. Oh, clearly, about up to definition there. We very normal times. Labor agitation.
I am surprised.
They are the money over. But one more examples. You could first time.
You see, I would prefer say my personal friend Mr. Alote Jacobs than call him the incoming
chairman for
because if Central Region people are listening to him, they will vote for him. I'm telling you. So I'm not because how can you say
how many if he is in region you are lucky to be a member of parliament. Central Region.
I'm beginning to have a problem with the people of Central Region or leadership. How can you say what is happening in this country now is a norm? When was the first time the middle class of this country organized a demonstration? It was not partisan. Was it pay cost by 300%? Tripled. By the way, within 6 years, NDC buy Anambra. Mobile na cement boy ahin. And many workers are cement boy ahin.
It's 18 to 35.
I don't know. You have a research department.
It's 18 to 35.
When don't worry. When in this world are at a goal, you shoot the price of fuel by 23%. Tell me.
Egypt increased its fuel by 75%. Egypt. Go and Google. Egypt or Africa, go and Google.
But look at
Uganda, go and Google. Kenya, go and Google. The African countries. And look at the price of fuel in Togo and Cote d'Ivoire.
The price of fuel at one go 23%. Not talking about the every 2 weeks incremental labor. Look at the price, how much we are paying for electricity. Look at how much we are paying for water in this country. And then sachet water, what do you call pure water? AI. We live in a country like this. And look at the dollar. I always use the dollar. Dollar to the cedi. AI. Now, would be 6 years. Now, to increasing may pay by 1 cedi, I'm getting 3 cedis. By the time I'm by 6 years ago, no $9 there. And what is the dollar today?
Mongo no mo di no rice eba. You local rice, yes, rice.
It's normal. You see, that is their problem. They don't even recognize what is going on. Say, workers are agitating, say, or my new way, also, demonstration is normal. People must be on the road, and seriously, they are trivializing very important issues. That is why they are not able to rule. That's why the president will go around today, tomorrow, promising free things. If this is corruption as normal, look at what he said.
And Joe people see corruption, or shall see from Adam.
It doesn't mean it's normal. Look at what
he's telling you. It's there, normal.
They are stealing money, and they say it's normal.
And you people stole money. If somebody is stealing, somebody also stole.
Because somebody stole money, you stole money.
It is Martin.
Look at how much.
How you stole Ghana's money is how you see. You think that the same way somebody is stealing Ghana money.
Look at how much we wasted on this World Cup, and the results we brought. Couldn't we have done better? Now, Semu Timidi, 600 supporters ye chom ticket baby omu beda bibia ya mobia $2,000 as pocket money. 2,000 by 600 1.2 million. How much were the players demanding? 100,000. 11 players here.
On your Ghana's go. It was corporate sponsorship.
I want for whatever it is. You see, the thing is,
no, it was corporate sponsorship.
No more book any job. You see, they are taking as a mammo no mobile. But like you said, they are clueless and visionless. You don't want to hear about the constitution. Say, Udi, your friend, and then 1 term, Udi 2 terms. You don't go again as a president, you know. Because when it comes to leadership, we don't look at experience, but we look at people with vision. Else could be already 2 terms, no. Will be somebody or experience, so he must go more. But we look at people with vision. And that is what the NDC is lacking now. To say, come Thursday, and then Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, the organized labor have declared a strike. And you know what is going to happen with the strike? All that they could have produced on that day, meanwhile, we will have to pay them for not working, so that we lose twice.
It's avoidable, Anna.
It's avoidable.
How?
It's avoidable if they have tackled issues. You know, like, look at the Sinti. Wasted all this money on Sinti. They call Sinti. And I heard say Dr. Nimoy Thompson is putting things together, the report. When they were going there, what did they say? The report is not even ready. Asana for implementation. Are you seeing it? The report on Kotuna Sinti spent all the dollars, everything. The report is not ready, let alone its implementation. And then they will go and form a committee. Today, committee here, tomorrow, committee there. But the labor union are saying, let us look at A, B, C, D. Now, and they don't care. And she says it's normal. On Thursday, Ochina Ukwada Yawada, the nation, including you, Adom FM will be off. Yawada, it will be off. Everybody is going off. Graphic is going off.
Graphic or union? Graphic union.
Oh, everybody, all workers of Ghana.
You have Friday graphic in bar. You have Friday graphic
because no, I'm talking about Thursday. And that is that we are going to pay the people for not working.
Oh, how no. I didn't give it to me, see, no coin. Especially when Omokas are buying a petrol, a electricity, a insurance, or market transaction to school fees. Almost every facet of your life, no more can was say, seem to about to crab it down. They say, dear baby, society than a coin.
The bit me see no coin. A1 reduction in corruption. You see, these people, their problem is corruption.
About we were corrupt.
Very, very. I wish I had a new word for
NDC.
NDC. Ketasishe, Proye, Chrono.
Oh,
Chrono Namritia.
No, you did your Chrono, no, Namritia. Yeah. And so, Chrono Sigani Biana was always
Ghana Hama for Mumrason.
Chrono Sigana was
Ghana, you Nimraso, Nanko for and people are complaining. I buy Nankas with Nimraso. VAT was 12.5%. And they did 2.5 every count. And they 15. So that the 2.5 will go to get fund. It was increased again by 2.5 to go to National Health Insurance. And I'm aware. Now, if for 1 year, and by law, by 30 days of collection, it should be transferred into the fund. If for 1 year the government is not transferring, almost first cannot imagine. By Emrashom say, enough 30 days, and co account, enough your Goma.
That's all I'm saying. You're buying Chimwa.
They have to be.
Oh, I'm saying you're buying French Chimumro.
Oh, I should be about Chrono court, the difference from some kind. First, before that's assembly now. emra na ya hyehyɛ wɔ mra ye mi wɔ mra hye bedwam ye ne yɛhyɛ mra no ɛne yɛhyɛ mra sɛ bibia obi a beto ne fa 2.5% into so na ye fa nkɔboa adesua which is get fun ye fa 2.5 into so ye fa nkɔma health baby a yare sabia and this na abanji Jesus sky we a na fo aduasa bosumi bia and you transfer into the fund say na afe aban fan common fund also every quarter bosumi miensa bia no ese bi ko district assembly niema na 4 quarters which is 1 year enkoya aban odi mraso no so can you sit here and complain
aban
wa odi animu no uni mrano so I feel Tiaza will be Nimran so. You see, and he said, oh, we are saying it's normal. Normal. What is normal?
Normal.
When I'm talking about corruption, say, project Ketasishani Kronoa, was in a moody TMP scan.
That statement, imagine it is better you withdraw it.
I won't withdraw that
honorable parliament.
I won't withdraw that statement. If a parliamentarian has no, listen. If a parliamentarian will sit down here, I will not withdraw my statement.
Say, on my party way, on me corrupt na. What is to say on me corrupt? Omo Katasishani project ewum kesi pa me bebusa say all my instances are and they are by demonstrating but you say krono sika na
abanya ought to be listen twikasa na yeka no abana yet to do on otu anaka on otu anaka and then you come and say that the government is corrupt and so all you dey no yes can otu oka.
Oh, na say buy corrupt
listen. Aban onye den no onye scan no joke. Abanya eso you corrupt. Katasishe proy.
You could have said munya corrupt.
You could have said what? You could have said what? You sit down here as an honorable member of parliament.
Yes.
What is your proof?
That.
What is your proof?
That.
The we see osi wogana han. Abembi anyoa we see that. Until no America chow there, President Kufuor na wa accusing ma new national chairman also Odisika Oduguka Nechi.
Why?
No Oduko Castle. Aruna Izeku.
Ogacho Siska Gukabu.
Na oba bebe siminya gangan. Oma wa hijacking in there. Mom Bijina one Congress.
That's so true.
The president went to Cape Coast. President Kufuor went to Cape Coast, Chapel Square, Chapel Square, Ogeji also there. No, me say, you do joke.
To say that you could still to pay MPs.
Don't you joke. That is how it is.
Hey, when are the chairman?
No, only the chairman.
But what about charge? I think also he takes serious exception to that charge. Corruption. And your person will situate 2 cases in here. Dear na abaya demonstrator also say Ketasishani proyeno a bunkama form so to the extent that the response member say and no be na yenshedi chiamoka. So proof say abaya with that demonstrator say is entirely overly corrupt.
Ohini. What is sada? Linda. Sikane si edi kudia inia. E was so no. Yedi koyen confirm no. Eh? I'm sure you have done a lot of stories on that. You confirm this is I know. Emmanuel. India, we went on inspection. Yes, you also Omudia Miano, Tamana or Percy. It will be brilliant to me, Fifi. And yes, it will be Fifi. Also, be a Fifi, you know, a just share by so the what a Janation. And they just see the crying now. Also, Kakray, you know. Nentrine kwedi na I move from to marry. They have to find a justification. Say the either say you are no fifi. The fifi no a NHI. The biaminu yetia. It after 30 days pepe no sikaya DGB should be transferred. Nothing. 1 year. Sikanu koya. Where is the money? Anamanye. 1 year, but Why you that?
Yeah, power. We have to come and pay. NHIS was in arrest. School feeding program was in arrest. Government is not an enterprise.
The law says.
I say government is not an enterprise.
You go.
Mapa Abusu, the same thing happened. Kufo or managing on that sha, or if you are not that sha. Or the Shisha.
1 year.
When 2 months of you, 1 year, he couldn't pay workers. There was no money to pay workers. They had to go and sell Ghana Telecom to pay workers.
That is why you are going for Eurobond here and there. I mean, how can you borrow to pay?
Eurobond, one got twice. Isn't there? Now, but Eurobond, one got twice.
I want to work with him.
Yes, we have got twice.
What do you fear?
86 years.
One was by the time you are 8 years.
I got Eurobond.
All right. 1760 text message, Mbra. Now, into our Adom Jacobs, our hand, Honorable Ofusu Asamoah, our hand, say, Omai, please, people at Bawe 0, we beg you to come and see our manhole roads. We are suffering, especially the children when they are going to school in the morning. And this was the festival is very, very interesting. I know Sampa well from Mr. Asante, Ghana Immigration Service, Sampa Rodiaba. If they use right people, I think there is hope. And Nana Akufo is the best man for Ghana, not Mahama.
Sure. Oh, like that.
Oh. Your party's constitution, if I'm wrong, amount that privilege right now to be an identifiable person with an identifiable AU. Mr. Now, no. That's
right. I'm talking about MPP. I'm not looking at the name Nana.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, but I didn't Nana. Oh.
It is wonderful, Mr. Obi to tell you say Alanche Mantia na yepe. Obi tell you. It's all crowd over NDC na ka obi.
Oh, that be Nigeria. Maga Jordan and all.
It is wonderful. Even the president knows things are not good. Yeah. And how come the police can't protect TUC during elections? They are able to protect the whole country. Please stop politicizing it. Kofi Seidu or Cape Coast Nadiaba. The suffering in the country comes from Ghanaians' refusal to use the peswa in trading. Let's advocate reintroduction of a peswa acceptable to Ghanaians. Some group of people will be advocating, say, Ghana for 2 weeks. Ufi say it's a laudable idea.
Oh, now, Bosume Krano Muntiminche. I did the mind says that the government has to steal to pay workers.
Now, look at 2 weeks.
If you have a vibrant economy,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That government can. Weekly, no would check out.
Okay,
but Ghana have crabble. I'm out for weekly, depending upon the exigency of the job.
As a job by the daily, or be off your pump and waging.
Okay, now government paying workers 2 weeks is a good idea.
No, the Ghana government is not rich.
Okay,
you don't need to be rich.
Okay,
you need to put things right.
Okay. Ghana government. Ghana government do something about cement.
Oh, no,
price is too high from Kwame Boduman, so NDC cannot control the country from Ajene. And Omai tell Alote Jacobs not to be shouting on top of his voice, because if you reach the bridge, we shall cross it. Also, I'm Bruce Derrick, or some of the Biase. And greetings to Mr. Alote Jacobs. You are winning hands down as chairman for Central Region from Honorable Hineba Frank Jesse Yamransa. And from Lawson, I want to correlate the NDC man of being patriotic, truthful this morning. Keep it up. I advise the MPP man to stop propaganda and learn part and the way about. So that's it. You're winning hands down.
Oh, win is more win.
Honorable has a challenge. Say, one said the OC council, my Ghana for the reality on the ground. No.
Oh, Nana, in you. On maybe I don't know is Kenny. I mean, my better, Mr. There. Me contact my won't you Macau?
Look at it.
Maca. Ah, nothing or come.
What talker?
Mr. Won't you Macau?
Is it you? Contact me my award letter.
Oh, what are you saying?
Maybe so, my award letter.
Oh, for nothing, Janazana.
Because award letter, and your true upon completion, you should be paid within the particular.
Until them. Well, I contracted that. I
don't need to be a contractor. But I drafted a contract. Oh, it's a contract.
Oh, Memma will be get there, ignoramus. Memka,
what I say?
Mamma get your answer them.
Oh, stop. What letter? What and the man is a contractor. Oh, and this backyard contract, no money below.
Honorable. I mean, I'm telling you, I bid for contract.
How possible? They say there's a silly or a contractor be silly portals between Yahon Subi and Abodom. He did a small. Me quite a Busa chief executive say which contractor is working on this road. Also, me cry minimum. Can you imagine?
No. Oh, so that.
And this chief executive.
No.
They are working in your district. Who their district to cry there so. I will chrome, baby. I will tell you. The seat cutter. I don't know the
one in you urban roads war. Sometimes you know.
Is it not prudent for him?
Oh, that is not prudent. Or your structures, roads and highways, war structures, depending upon jurisdictions. It be a Homa, be a feeder road or regional administration. That take care of all.
So they have awarded the contract. He didn't know I don't know my contract. No,
banana bars, Bombay there, 2030, Ubati win the power. Over Minister for Roads and Highways.
I don't need to, but I said this is chief executive.
So go and inquire.
You go, I said, I want to cast somewhere.
Go and inquire from the ministry. And you may be one you. Because you were trying to find out from the
DC. For the records, it's a four-time MP.
Yes.
16 years.
No, go for one more boost.
Deputy Minister,
congratulations.
As a chief executive representative of government there, people are working there. All of us are complaining about rules.
It's a fantastic opportunity.
No. It is the regional minister. He should have asked the regional minister and not the DC. More often, contracting they award it. Feeder roads contract.
Why should I go to?
They award it at the region. No.
But it's a Mensin catching there. Mensin catching there. And I'm just saying, you are right. Mensin catching there. Mensin catching there. It's serious. This is better. Very serious.
He's trying to ridicule the DC.
I remember
when the chance to be on television, he's already DC.
But you know, let me go further. And yet this woman, Honorable Ntosu,
former minister.
I met a parliament corridor all of them, and this one was there. Former Minister for Eastern Region who called presidency, he contested at Akim Sodru and lost. I said a chance and lost. Friend, No, he's a gynecologist. He's a doctor, medical doctor.
Okay, so
he was in the Eastern Region. No, and a regional minister. Madam, we have awarded it. Now, to which contractor? I'll go and refer and come and tell you. You see, these people, procedurally.
And so, on the ones in Genitum.
Oh, no.
No one guy there who contractor was
now you see. You are trivial.
Oh, to Munga.
And this in there. And I'm in no case.
No, was in shape. You see,
I say the other time, one NDC top official, Wakoto, this petrol tanker CB. I pay. And also, near money. Now, you say, no fuel from Accra and go to Kumasi strategic. You know what they did? Just to give him job, no. All money chain, fuel, I forgot Kumasi strategic. And also, you know, I say that, and then he had to do what?
Another
corruption, no.
Oh.
Okay. And this is a top NDC official.
Okay.
From Accra to Kumasi.
No,
okay. That's your corruption. That is stealing. And then you want to justify it.
Okay. 1760. 1760. Now the text message number. But another serious issue AEDT say Greater Accra Charles strengthens closure of schools. You try okay, yes, I'm watching Adom TV, multi TV. So, my main Lucky Herbal Clinic for anyone product as to say one of the person every or a year big mission. Lucky Herbal, one Lucky Herbal better, Akutia Coco, Lucky Herbal mixture, Akutia malaria. Fresh number now the one needs also 0544 596934 0544 596934. Now only needs also. Yadibia done a crown Kodao Fakodom Lucky Herbal now on them one cry only Accra Academy and a training Udo Richre Kaswa Swalina and Dokano so South Kumasa Report Junction in between the Total and Shell filling station and Afe Takwa and so Crawford Junction and Wachi Aguna Swedro Quantimpon so one headquarters Nankasa Ewo on majority on Ewo. Make sure so be Jawa if we are there it is obese, I didn't know quite there. Na a Lucky Herbal for Adaroma. Well, I don't praise. I'm sure so how powerful and impacting a enter in paying for so on down no Baba Kai Sawa made the home come Bre so I jumped for Herbals here and in Kenya I hold on the Ebre to watch out. Yeah, bro, I don't praise. Well, the Greater Accra Regional Branch of Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHAS, is threatening to close down senior high schools following the government's delay in paying subsidies. CHAS says it is struggling to effectively manage the affairs of senior high schools across the country due to the delay in the payment of subsidies to the schools. The Ghana Education Service earlier disclosed that the first tranche of subsidy payments to government-assisted SHS will be effected between July 14th and 19th. But the president of CHAS, Samuel Oforiatta, said the government has failed to pay subsidies, which spans a period of 3 terms. Maybe I do know. A horse would never heard debate me. I catch my quickly. I'm making some of the text messages in the about Oman MPP couldn't pay workers within 30 days in 8 good years, and sometimes 2nd to the 10th of the next month. From Noble, even salaries are not being paid now. How more wages? May God help Ghana. Long live Ghana. Long live Ireland. Conjecture maintain. This is Yao Sets from Austin, Texas, currently visiting Ghana. Ghana needs patriotic leadership to move the nation forward. NDC are good with cheap talks, lying to the people. Nothing good comes out of their government. I pray to Allah to deal with NDC, inshallah. NDC talk is always cheap, but you can't help Ghana. Please go and make way for Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufu Addo, Moja Ewatema. And if NDC think they are doing this to the country, is good. What they are doing to the country is good. They should go on for. They shall reap what they sow. That's it. 1760. Honorable Official Samoa CHAS core of our education.
I'm surprised that everyone was almost say Greater Accra. What about the other regions? Have they received their subsidies? See, but because the president is always talking. Talking. Well, Memo free will. DSS, you know, the special schools have closed down. Yes. Many say we are called the special school. Special schools have closed down because the money is not gone. Security at the moment. Rosy Greater Accra, Northern region. You don't say the 3 Northern regions was scholarship for the Addison. This is not Greater Accra. The whole of Ghana. Security say abide. Now what I say, Kualaku school first term, 2nd term, 3rd term, and I'm going. Almost did the year. Nasika SSA de con affiliate enquire. No be a kobo bisia, omom supply gari, omom supply enwo, omom supply bayre, ninema to the schools. No a kobo bisia, na 1 year ijanka. Let you be then now no bibi. When the president appointed the ministers, I ba parliament, I eveti omono. Ma me no be supply aduane no. Refreshment and food for the committee no up to now omutianaka so I reshuffle eyibiedi amana say how many new ministers has the president appointed?
Although reshuffle my minister over 7 is money
omutianaka everybody you are being in government to one point minister akotina oma waye adwuma ma na adwuma so anim wayibiedi Odine ban nipa ehwen say oh you okay ni imagine atu mana be sumo man no aduane omotina wo mu di besi na omu jai I mean to say the government I don't understand the NDC seriously and then Aniema Santiago by this time no we should find something an alternative means of removing them seriously.
I saw your lawyer, and I'm now advocating for such things. I don't know what can say.
Now, we can do it, but that through parliament. Because in the that's out. But parliament. But the thing is that the NDC do not vote on their conscience. They have else by this time they should join us to pass a vote of no confidence in the president and remove him for another person to come.
Before boy and passing no confidence.
Now who advocating for that?
That the president should be removed. Yes.
They are so frustrated.
Vote of no confidence.
Yes.
You see, a legislature, a legislative man like you,
yes,
you sit on national television
and say that the vote of no confidence should be passed on the president. And remove him from office. Look at him. Look at him.
Ghana, my
I think that people are not voting on their conscience. They are equipped. When you see, you don't want to have a parliament. You
think Ghana is like puppet?
Can you imagine? You get Greater Accra Chas. Call the chairman of the government assistant secondary schools in Ghana and see say whether it is only Greater Accra or is the whole country.
But yes, in Aban who anyhow I did blow minor. This is one of that necessary or needed attention.
Now you're chairman at the so I don't see pay crown of the Amokrono Media. Can you imagine? The VAT, Namojeno, taxes, petrol, road tolls, airport road fund, bridge tolls, loans, Amoje, and everything's come on the other day.
You're the joker.
You say, I
don't know about dresses, about your big cake.
Me, I will come first name coming. And then go. And then said they'll be swapping. I'm losing weight.
You are losing weight. It's better for you so that you live longer. It may live longer.
My father was bigger than me and lived 84 years.
No, but 800 years.
But seriously, these people are not managing the country well. Charles, now with the Charles in Punanche, special school for imbeciles, people who have poor development of the brain, deaf, dumb, and different. They're all at home. Adom TV. I want to teach schools.
A lot of women you win as a country.
Them Charles is semi hurricane. Before now, I will don't know the same thing. Yeah, it happened.
Better than Anamuka citizen.
It happened in
so it should continue to happen.
President Rawlings' regime. It happened in Kufuor's regime. It is happening.
Then go for us to come. And then but if you are going to do what you are doing here, then why should you come?
Win elections. No one will win elections. You people are joking. You are so desperate. You are desperate. You fear the unknown. Yeah.
If a regional chairman can say,
they look ahead. Almost kaya. Ewa, na koye say, hey, ye dama, ye dachi, ebe ye this is almost the constitution now. Oh, impeach the president. Mupia Munko parliament. Say, go vote of no confidence.
What will happen?
You want to move in Ghana.
What will happen?
We say, but I'm sure parliament.
Parliament.
Mama Kacho. If you like, start disobedience. And we will all be part of it.
You don't need to go to parliament. Let's start in this studio.
I would say parliament come into agreement.
Parliament is coming to what agreement? My first I said, don't drink that. Or your fantasy.
What do you do by fantasy?
Don't live in Alice Wonderland. When you mean there's an omodio, omoda no mubadeja, omosoria, no more for constitution, getting what in them. You can impeach the president. You go and try.
That is why they sent Babu. They promoted him to be a wise man. Okay. Now they have brought him back to come and lead. Such a confucianist.
You are Yashi.
Now
you were here 4 years.
So what about the
2016? Ghana will be the judges.
They will throw you out.
Oh, okay.
They will throw you out. All right. And we are not going to court. We are beating you straight. We are beating you.
Wasn't petition to banking move.
There will be no petition. We are beating you right on the ground.
About the state of our nation, and Alote is disturbing him. Please, let's be serious for once as a nation. Next, Kofi Mafo, Dunko Anodiaba, Dunko German. Please, Alote, be straightforward in what you say about fuel prices. Your government is not doing well. Nana, please let the NDC representing the president understand that real good leaders need to serve, not to swerve goodies into their separate accounts and push Ghanaians into untold hardships. Ghanaians are suffering, but ask whether these leaders and their families, not to talk about their friends, have ever had a bite of this anguish, pain, and hardship. This country needs salvation, but most importantly, our leaders, especially this cabinet of NDC ministers and their associates. We are disappointed by the NDC and their words. It speaks louder than their actions. No more Supreme Court 2016, MPP and Nana all the way. Abu Hassan, Alote is so handsome, let's call him Mr. Beautiful, man of hope, Rudy Ajiman, Morgan, and Ediweba. Okay, so we are just about wrapping up. Man must be fearful and ugly. You don't need to be handsome.
Amazing to say yes.
It smells.
We have Professor I'm going to film your RD.
Yeah.
This American guy. Or Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And who's Eddie Murphy?
I mean, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, give us hope because your government is in power.
Yeah,
give us hope.
There is hope. Sir, I don't think that President Mahama and the NDC party will sit like this till 2016. No, it is like, oh, Yangaza, I determined there we're going to be a one-term government. It's not like that.
What is your second term?
Oh, yeah, second term. Oh, yeah, President Mahama.
Technically,
President Mahama, first term.
Do we vote for parties or we vote for personalities?
Anyway, that's your area.
No party.
We are voting for this is the second term.
We vote
when they want to run away from responsibility.
We vote for presidency. We don't vote for party.
Oh, that's so.
Yes, Nenyima. We vote for the president.
Oh, so you voted for your mama, not for NDC?
No. Look, the party is the platform upon which the president contests for presidential elections. And Sir President Mahama, President Mahama wasn't the president in 2008.
Oh, but when Niels died, he took over.
Oh, just 2 months or 3 months to elections.
Was he not the same?
He was in the acting capacity. Lawyer.
My Kadifo news now for you.
Oh, Kadifo.
Oh, Kadifo, yes.
Why, yes, you told it she too.
Why?
Orara, MBB, Zabas in a way on competence. She to go with CBM.
Oko Kenya correct taxes here, but call me more free access. Oko mean chaka.
Oh no, a big fan.
Okay, Oko Abumpe, and I know okay, now he pick you big. That's what did
I President before declare there, Yafu, we are told that was in Muti. Okay, no, we was the kind of flag.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.